Hi students, today we will do revision of Unit 7, that is pollination and fertilization. So we all have seen many bees, butterflies and many more insects flying over the flowers. They are actually searching their food from flowers, and that is nectar. Now you know that what is nectar. It is a sweet juice which is produced by the flowers. So our main focus during this lecture will be on flower and its structure. So it is the most beautiful part of the plant. It also makes copies of itself, and insects get their food from it. Let's look more closely to the structure of flower. As you can see, there are different parts of the flowers are there. So we will discuss each part one by one here. Firstly, there is a stamen, which is the male part of the flower, right? Because it is the male part because it produces male cell, and that is pollen. It has two parts, filament and anther. We'll discuss their functions later. Next part is pistil, which is the female part of the flower. Why this is female part? Because produces a female cell, that is ovule, right? It has three parts, which are stigma, style and ovary, right? So we'll discuss their functions in next slides. The next part is sepals. It's a green leafy structure. As you can see in the picture here, these green leafy structures are called sepals, right? And they actually protect the flower when it is in the bud form. And a single green leaf is called a sepal, but sepals together are called calyx. The next part is petals. It is the most beautiful and brightly colored part of the flower, because they can be different in colors, and this is the main part that plays very important role in attracting the flower. So okay, uh, here is the detailed structure of pistil or carpel. And as I told you, this is the female part of flower and plays important part in fertilization, and consists of three parts, that is number one, stigma, style, and that is ovary. So we'll discuss each part one by one. Now firstly is that the tip of the pistil or carpel is called stigma, right? And it is the tip of the carpel. Its surface is sticky, right? Why? Because it has to trap the pollen grains. Then after, the next part is style. It's a long hollow tube and makes a connection between stigma and ovary, and it passes the pollen grain, right? This is the main function of the style. Next part is ovule, and this part specifically has the next part is ovary, and this part specifically has the ovule, which is the female cell. This ovary after development will become the fruit, and the ovules will turn into the seeds, like in this red circle you can see the seeds here. These were the actually ovules, and the white part that you can see in an apple, this white part was the ovary. Now the here is the stamen, male part of the flower, because it produces male cell, and that is called pollen. So this part plays a role in pollination because of pollen grains. Its first part is anther, and which has pollen inside them, and the next part is it contains pollen, and what are the pollens? Pollen grains are the yellow dust particles, right? These dust particles or the pollen grains are present inside this anther. The next part is filament, and this filament is the supporting structure for the anther. Now before the development of fruit and seed, the plant passes through the two processes, that is pollination and fertilization pollination is basically the transfer of pollen grain, and fertilization is the fusion of cell. We'll discuss each process one by one further. Then, but before understanding the two processes, we need to know what are the pollinators, or who are the pollinators. The pollinators are the animals of all type that visit flowers and take away their pollens, because pollens attach to their body. And then these insects, such as insects can be honeybees, wasps, or other animals such as birds, rodents, monkeys, and even humans. All are the examples of pollinators here. So let's discuss each process one by one. Firstly, we will now let's see the pollination in detail. In it, pollinators such as bees or butterflies attracted towards the petal because of their beautiful colors. They sit on them, suck the nectar. In the meanwhile, the pollens attach to their bodies, and then those insects fly and sit on some other flower. The pollen attached to their bodies will fall on the stigma and stick on it. This is how the pollens transfer and pollination occur. Pollination is of two types. One is cross pollination and the other is self pollination. And now again we will discuss each type one by one. So in cross pollination, pollen transfer from one flower to another flower, while in self pollination the pollen falls onto the stigma of the same flower, right? This pollination can be occur through bees, insects, or wind as well, because the pollen are so lightweight. By wind they can easily be separated from the anther and go into the stigma of the same flower or the different flower. So now we know pollination is the transfer of pollen. After falling of pollen on stigma, the process of fertilization starts. Initially, like you can see the process of fertilization here. Initially, the pollen on stigma start making a pollen tube along styled through which it can pass through and reach to the ovule inside the ovary, right? And in ovary, the male cell pollen and the female cell ovule combine together and make a new seed. In this picture, this is clearly shown that pollen is coming and is falling onto the stigma, which is whose surface is sticky. After falling on to the stigma, this pollen is making a tube, which is pollen tube, right? And this pollen tube is reaching to the ovule or inside the ovary. Now the pollens are passing through the ovules, like, and you can see here, passing through the ovules, and they are reaching passing through the pollen tube, and they are reaching to the ovules. So now, and inside the ovary, this pollen and the ovule will combine together and they will make the new seed. So fertilization is basically the fusion of male and female cells. This is an overall difference between pollination and fertilization in the flower. Pollination is the transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma, while fertilization is the fusion of male cell, that is pollen, and female cell, that is ovule. Now, there are two types of plants, one that uses wind pollination and the others that use insect pollination. So the basic difference between them: plants that use wind pollination, their pollens are spread by wind, and these flowers do not have brightly colored petals, so they cannot attract the insects towards them. That is why they have to use the wind as the source of pollination. Next, plants that use insect pollination, their pollens are spread by the bodies of insects, and these flowers have brightly colored petals. That is why they can attract the insects towards them. So that was all about the pollination and fertilization inside the plant. So hope so you all have understood every concept. Thank you so much.